Hey YouTube, welcome to another Valkyrie Connect video. My name is Hakeo, and in this video we'll be going over the mechanics, gear, and team building for the Connect Battle Sinmara. Sinmara specific tokens allows you to purchase the item Volcanic Spear. Volcanic Spear deals fire attack damage to the furthest enemy while applying a damage bonus to its grounded units. The second portion of the item is its stats. It grants you HP as well as attack. This is ideal instead of getting random specs such as speed or accuracy, things like that. As you climb the difficulty of Sinmara, you'll notice that she's accompanied by one or two sets of crystal. The first set of crystal is a fire melee type. The second set of crystals is a fire range type. Both of them are weakest to water. The first set of crystals, the melee crystals, grant themselves a reflection physical attack barrier while granting Sinmara a nullification on stat debuffs. The second set of crystals deals fire physical attack damage while applying fear to the front hero for 3 turns. Keep note that fear is only applied towards Izers, Humans, Therians, and Jotun. Sinmara has an activated and auto ability. Her activated ability deals fire attack damage to the nearest row while applying fire wounds for 3 turns to the nearest row. Keep in mind that fire wounds is only applied towards Humans, and Therians, and Jotuns. A way to avoid this is by putting one melee in the front row, and the rest are all mages in range, so that way that is only affecting one unit. And you can also avoid it even further by having the front unit a Dwarven or an Izer or Elf. Her auto ability is a Connect wide ability that deals fire attack damage to all units while applying burn for 7 turns and fire wounds for 2 turns. Keep in mind that burn affects everyone, and fire wound only affects Humans, Therians, and Jotun. Next up, we'll be going over the various equipments that you can use in the Connect. We have our AoE, single target, and armor to sustain the incoming damage. The AoE items, we have Curse Mask, Grimoire of Accusation, Theazi Fur Coat, and Jormungand Ball. The single target items, we have Icicle Rod, V-Grid, Icicle Cannon, and Icicle Ball. The armors and accessories, we have Winged Helm, Straw Hat, Hearthstone, and Bangle of Defense. Notice that most of the items are water or dark damage, being Sinmara's weakest elements. The only issue with the AoE types is that the crystals resist dark fairly high, aside from the Jormungand Bowl, which is water. The single target items, which is comprised of water damage, is meant to take down Sinmara as quickly as possible. The Winged Helm and Straw Hat are meant to combat the burn effect, while Hearthstone and Bangle of Defense are meant to supply some HP as well as some sustainability towards the physical attack damage. Next up, we'll be going over some example units that you can use in the Connect. We'll start with our tanks, healers, and then move on to the DPS. For our tanks, we have Niji, Surtur. Our healers, we have Balder and Erd. Niji can apply a barrier to herself while having moderate fire resistance. She is the ideal tank for this Connect due to her being a Dwarven as well. She can avoid the fire wounds. Though Surtur does deal fire damage, which is Sinmara's highest resistance, his ability to also resist the incoming damage makes him an ideal tank. He may not be able to put up a barrier, but he is able to go almost full DPS, which allows him to equip water attack damaging items. Next, we have our 2 healers. We have Balder and Erd. Erd is the better healer due to her healing over time as well as her buff, which applies a defense and magical defense buff to all units. The issue with using Balder is that she has a low fire resistance compared to Erd, and that she may die earlier before the other units due to that. Keep note that both healers are still viable for the Connect, it's just that Balder will have a bit more difficulty staying alive due to him not having his own weapon to heal off of, him not being able to wear a straw hat, and he also has lower fire resistance. Just properly gear him and properly orb him, he should be okay. Next up, we have our DPS. We have Virar, Nautica, Art, and Summer Hell. Notice that Virar is the only melee DPS here, the rest of them deal magic attack damage. The reason being is that he's able to only hit Sinmara without touching the crystals to be counterattacked, and he has a 50% bonus against Jotun. Most other melee DPS either AoE or they attack the nearest X amount of enemies, which will activate the counterattack of the crystals and they may end up killing themselves. The other 3 units have the ability to deal water magic attack damage to Sinmara and or the crystals, allowing you to crystal crush as soon as possible and getting the counterattack out of the way. Art has an additional skill where she supplies the entire team with a fire shield for 3 turns. Nautica has the ability to hit the furthest crystal row, and Summer Hell has the ability to hit Sinmara as well as the closest crystals. Next up, we have Hell, Golveg, Matisse, and Marmalade. Just as the previous units, they all deal magic attack damage. The only difference is that they either deal neutral, dark, or with the exception of Marmalade Water as well. Keep in mind the elemental resistance when choosing your units. You may need to compensate in other ways, such as giving them more defense, HP, or a way to heal themselves. Remember that these are all just example gear items as well as units that you can use in the Connect. There are many others that you can choose from. A few things to keep in mind is that you want to avoid physical attackers, for they can be counterattacked. You want to choose the elements Water, Dark, or Earth, since those are her weakest 3. And you want to always aim to Crystal Crush as soon as possible. When choosing your gear items, you want to choose Water if they're attacking a row further than Sinmara, so that you can Crystal Crush. Any other elements, you can target Sinmara with either Water, Dark, or Earth. And with that, if you already aren't involved in the Valkyrie Connect community, I'll provide a link below in the description for the Discord as well as the Reddit. If you like the video, please like the video. If you like this type of content, please subscribe. If you want to see what I've been up to in the game or how the Japanese client has been, follow me on Twitter. And until next time guys, take care.